Onefinity CNC upgrade from Masso to Redline. The first thing that we're going to do is disconnect all of the wires from the ends of the rails, the homing sensors, and the back of the Masso screen itself. With all of those wires disconnected, you can now remove the Masso from the mounting arm and set it aside. After that, we can disconnect all of the wires that are remaining from the power supply before removing it from our table. Remove the power supply from the bottom of your table, but don't throw the screws away. Also remember to unplug both power cables from the power supply. Here you can reinstall the screws that we removed holding the power supply in place to resecure the wasteboard to the T-tracks. Next, we're going to remove all of our sensors, starting with B1, then Y1, then the X sensor. Our next step is going to be to mount our motion controller in our desired place. Here I'm mounting it to the bottom of the wasteboard using 3/4 inch wood screws. With our motion controller secured in place, we can now start connecting our wires to the motion controller, starting with X, then Y1, then Y2, then Z, as well as the power cable to the motion controller. After connecting our new wires to our motion controller, we can now install our new sensors, which are all clearly labeled with the Onefinity Limit Switch 5 to 24 volt DC label. With our new sensors in hand, we'll start on our B1 rail, securing it in place with a 3mm hex key, followed by our Y1 rail, again with a 3mm hex key, and finally our X rail. After installing the X-rail sensor, go ahead and connect the sensor to the wire coming from the Y1 drag chain, since this one does not connect to an external wire. After securing our sensors in place, we can now start connecting our new wires, starting with the Y1 as well as the Y1 sensor, followed by the X1 and Z1 cables that plug into the drag chain. Moving to the right side of the machine, we can connect our B1 wire as well as the wire for the B1 homing sensor. Shifting our focus to the Z-axis, we can unplug the Z-axis sensor, then we'll use a 2.5mm hex key to remove the two bolts holding it in place. After removing the Z sensor, you will see that it is clearly labeled as a Masso sensor. Our new sensors look the same, but again are slightly different. This new sensor is labeled as FC SPX305S. With our new sensor in hand, we can now install that into the Z-axis assembly, reusing the same bolts that we've just removed from the old sensor in a 2.5mm hex key. After securing the sensor to the Z-axis assembly, we can reconnect it to our existing Z3 cable from our drag chain. After all of our sensors are in place, we can now install our new Redline HMI. The Redline HMI will come with a pre-installed mounting bracket that will fit onto the mounting arm that is already present on your machine. Simply slide the HMI onto the mounting arm and we can move on to wiring our HMI. On the back of the HMI, we will start with our USB cable for communication, followed by our power wire coming from our motion control box that's mounted under our table. And lastly, you will reuse one of the power wires that we have removed from the Masso power supply to plug into the power inlet on the back of the screen. After connecting all of these wires, we're ready to power up. While powering up, the Redline HMI will go through a blue screen, followed by a black screen, followed by the real-time logo, another black screen, and finally, it will initialize before loading us into our control page. Once we've reached our control page, we can now jog the machine around, but we have not yet homed, so it does not have any reference to its 0 position. To home the machine, press Home All when it will move in Z first, then X, then the Y axis. And finally, the very last step of this process is going to be repackaging the Masso along with the other components from the Masso setup to return. Here we're packaging up our Masso in its original box, pushing in the e-stop, then replacing the foam on top before closing up the box. Here are all the components you'll return, including the Masso Touch, the Masso power supply, the wiring that goes from the power supply to each of the ends of the rails for the motors, and finally the homing sensors.